Hello everyone, my name is Lilian Silva. I'm the forage specialist for clumps anywheres, and I'm just on a patch of bermudagrass that I have on a corner of a field here. Uh, we we were dry in May. We have been getting some rain lately, and this specific patch wasn't cut it. So I just wanted to really come around here and talk a little more about the impacts of having the forage to grow a little further into the time that we would usually be targeting to cut. So you can see here I have Bermuda grass, like Chieftain 85 Bermuda here, but also I have some common Bermuda that has already put the seed head up on this corner here. And when we are giving recommendations for how often we should be cutting and stubble height that we should be using for grasses and for any other forages that we are using, we provide those recommendations because we're trying to get a good balance between the forage yield and the forage quality that we're going to have for those systems. So for fields that we're going to be the Bermuda grasses or the Bahia grass that we're going to be using now throughout this summer period, we need to make sure that we're going to be grazing or cutting them not too low. So the stubble height that we should be using is 4 inches, and the reason for that is because we're going to be able to still keep enough residual leaf area behind for those plants to regrow. And generally we are going to be looking at around 28 to 35 days as the rotation period for either for the grazing or even for when we're going to be like the resting period for cutting those seeds again throughout the season. This usually changes based on the weather conditions that we're having, especially if we run into periods where we have dry weeks, drier months than usual. So it just can slow down the growth, but also sometimes if we're having like on the mid of the summer, sometimes when it's really raining a lot, it can be a little difficult to be able to cut those systems or even to move animals sometimes, depending how conditions are. So sometimes we're gonna end up having pastures that have been are over mature. That's gonna impact the amount of stems to leaf ratio that we have, but also will impact the fiber concentration that we're gonna have on those forages. When we have more material that's gonna be overly mature or even starts to senesce, we're losing quality, we're increasing fiber concentrations and also lignin in the forage. So that's gonna impact the quality that you're gonna have for those systems. So it's really important to make sure that you're gonna be using the proper research-based recommendations that we're providing and making sure that you're fertilizing your fields. I've been going around and checking some fields lately, and I've noticed that we have had some issues with nutrient deficiency in some fields. So it's really important to make sure that you're checking and seeing if you're putting enough potassium and nitrogen on your fields. Whatever source of those nutrients you are sourcing, how you're sourcing those, no matter how that is, but really making sure that you're providing enough, because this is going to be impacting not just the yield and the quality, but also the persistence of that field on the long run. So if you have any questions, reach out to your local extension agent or to myself. I'll be glad to help answer any questions that you have. I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much.